Now let's return to Living a Sacred Life.
Welcome back from the break. So let's continue our final segment as we talk about today's topic. What story are you telling? As I've said already, the language that we use, the words that we speak, the thoughts that we think are very important. I notice that many people are afraid to change. They say things like, but I can't change the way I think. My thoughts are on their own. They do what they want to do. Honestly, if anyone takes the time to really think about that statement, you would understand and you would be able to see how false that is. In any given moment, you can change how you think about something or someone. How many people have ever met someone and thought this person was the next best, greatest thing from sliced bread? You just knew that this was going to be your next husband or wife. And you dated for a while, and then after a little while, you started seeing little things pop up. And pet peeves of yours were getting touched, and buttons were getting pushed, and that love and infatuation that you felt 7 months ago is starting to weaken. And the things that you told your friends about this young man or woman start to change. You're no longer talking about how perfect he or she is. You're now starting to tell your friends some of his or her flaws. You're telling them, I can't believe that she does this every time she eats. Can you believe that he said this to me the other day? And then a couple of more weeks, and things continue to go south. And you're no longer, quote unquote, in love, and you're barely liking the person. So you decide, this isn't the one, this isn't going to work. So you break it off. Well, if you're not in control of your thoughts, then why from the beginning of meeting this person to the day that you broke off the relationship, why did your thoughts about them change? Many people would say, well, they changed. Did they really change, or did you just now, in getting to know them more, start to see who they really were, or not really who they are, because in essence, we're all divine, we're all perfect, we're all God. But you start to see how their behavior changes, or you start to see certain things that just no longer vibe with you the way that they once did when you were seeing through rose-colored glasses and seeing everything as beautiful and perfect. What really changed? They didn't change. Your perception of them changed. Think about people who, no matter who they date or who they marry, it's the same person. You get into this relationship, you break up. You get into the next relationship. If you really look at the person, you see they're the same type. They have the same quirks and little idiosyncrasies. It's the same person. Pet peeves, buttons being pushed, red flags go up, you break up, you go on to person number 3. Same. 4, same. 5, same. You're on to the 10th person and you notice it's the same person. Why are you dating the same person? It's not them. It's you. Something in you, something in your story is connecting with their story. Your story is attracting them. You as the director or the casting agent say, okay, this is the movie that I want to do, and in this movie I need 10 people to play the significant other of me. So I need someone who sucks their teeth, doesn't really brush their teeth, they don't take their shoes off when they come in the house, they nag, they complain, they gripe, they remind me that I can do nothing right, etc. You put that casting call out there. And that's what you attract. Actors to play in the drama of your life, who play their role perfectly to the T based upon what you put out there. Very few casting agents are going to say in the real world of Hollywood acting, I need a 7-foot tall African American man who's bald. And Rosie O'Donnell shows up. Well, whoa, time out. Why did you show up for this? Clearly, that doesn't match what the casting agent was looking for. That's not how things work. You put out the casting call, and you are going to get, through the divine order of the soul contracts that you established before you manifested in human form, you are going to call to you the perfect people to play their parts perfectly. In our next show, one of the things we're going to talk about are those divine relationships. So make sure you tune in next week for that. Just want to throw that out there now so you can put that on your calendar. You can call your friends, call your ex, and let them know, look, Reverend Dr. Anderson is going to be talking about relationships, and this might do you some good in your next relationships, because I'm definitely going to tune in because I know it's going to help me. So let's go back. Once again, it's very important to be mindful of this. Are you attracting to you the people that you want, the situations you want, the life that you want? In any given moment, things can transform. There's a young man who's at the top of my head. His name is escaping me, but his first name is Nick. He has no arms, no legs. He travels the world and preaches and teaches. He was taught how to surf by the young lady who lost her arm while surfing, and a shark took her arm. This young man tells a story quite different from what most of us, quote-unquote, able-bodied people tell. We talk about things, I can't do this, I can't do that. This man has no arms and no legs, and he plays golf, he surfs, he swims, he travels the world. Time out. I have legs and I don't surf. How dare I complain about what I can't do when there are people out there who are blind, who sculpt and paint? When Helen Keller herself, deaf and blind, decided that she was going to be an author, a teacher, a speaker. She was in motion pictures. The woman did amazing things because she decided that I can do whatever I just make up in my mind that I can do. She decided that she was going to tell a different story. Each one of us has the exact same ability. Think about what story you're telling. Take time to sit back and look at your life. Look at everything that you've been saying over the years. Think about what exactly do you want to create in your life? And see if the story that you're telling, does it align with that? Do the people in your life align with your story? Does your job align with your story? Your relationships, the people you love, do they align with your story? I can't emphasize enough. You are the creator of your life. You determine what course it's going to take. You determined this in your soul contract before you manifested. You continue on that path. It is not about other people. It's about you deciding right here, right now, I want to live a sacred life. I want to be happy. I want to live a life of joy. And then moving forward and doing exactly that by changing the story that you tell. I thoroughly enjoyed sharing this time with you, and I look forward to our time next week and the weeks to come. Feel free to connect with me via Facebook or Twitter. Send me an email, give me a call, and let's talk more about living a sacred life. Thank you very much. I'm Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson. I love you all, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless.
Thank you again for tuning in to Living a Sacred Life with Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson.